Hello everyone. Today I have a case study analysis at NetSocal, and I will be talking about globalization and how it relates to Apple and iPhone production. Globalization is the process of countries becoming more connected through trade, technology, communication, and business. One of the better examples of globalization that came to my mind is the Apple iPhone and devices. Although iPhones are designed in parts of the United States, many of these iPhone parts come from many different countries. For example, some computer chips are made in Taiwan, screens are made in South Korea, and other key parts of the iPhone come from countries like Japan and China. These phones are then assembled in China and sold worldwide. This shows how globalization connects countries and economies together just for one product that is sold worldwide. This supports globalization through economics. Because Apple depends on workers from different countries, factories, transportation systems, and technology from many different parts of the world. This shows how important globalization is to big businesses worldwide. There are several opportunities created by globalization. The first one is trade liberalization, which means reducing trade barriers between countries, allowing Apple to sell its products worldwide. The second point I have is that foreign investment helps create jobs and economic growth in many countries. Last of all, having skilled workers to use technology to create the advanced products like the iPhone and other Apple products. Also, at the same time, we see that globalization can create challenges. One challenge is outsourcing. Apple uses factories in other countries because the labor costs are way lower than in the US. This can reduce jobs in countries like the United States and Canada. Another challenge is that workers in smaller countries could be facing extremely bad working conditions that can lead to illnesses, and they could be getting paid below the minimum wage. And last of all, getting resources in certain countries to make these products at low cost can be difficult due to natural disasters, trade deals, and politics. A perfect example of this is the iPhone, because Apple is a US company that is getting their produced made in other countries like China. Lots of factors have helped globalization expand since the Second World War. Worldwide agreements have made trade and made free trade easier between countries. A lot of world organizations have helped manage global trade since the Second World War. Companies such as Apple have many connections in many countries to help with the building process.
Also, improvements in media and worldwide communication have made it easier to move information and products quickly across the world. In conclusion, Apple's iPhone production is a great example of economic globalization. It shows how countries work together to create and sell products. Globalization creates opportunities such as economic growth and trade, but it also creates challenges such as outsourcing and labor concerns.